Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, me and my friend will present to you about the current environment in managing human resource. So, let's go. So, this is our crewmates, that is Muhammad Taufik Rizwan bin Ajini, me Faizal bin Hamid, Muhammad Arif Daniel bin Nur Azmi, and the last one is Muhammad Naizrin Shekal bin Shamsul Barin. So, for this topic, we have guideline 4 topic. That is, first, current environment in general. Second, current environment from the article. Third is positive effect of productivity. And fourth is negative effect on productivity. For current environment in general, we have concluded 4 from many of what we have researched. The first is creative or active and emergency response team. Ensure that HR is part of an emergency response team. Second, make communication deliberate. Communication and the action you take should be thoughtful, clear, succinct, accurate, consistent, and as transparent as possible. Third is employee wellness and safety initiative. Keep in constant communication with your employees on their physical and mental health. And the fourth is reconsider remote work strategies. Social distancing is a key for helping slow down the spread of COVID-19. Working remotely is a possibility. HR should work with IT to ensure the smooth transition to a remote work scenario. Next slide is current environment from article. That is HR manager rating their role during the coronavirus pandemic. From this article, it shown Activision Blizzard, a video game company based in Santa Monica, California, has stated 3 of the current environment that has changed during this pandemic. First is remote work policy. Second is more forward-thinking than the standard duty of care. Third is revise its contingency plans. For remote work policy, the company swiftly implemented updates to its remote work policy to offer different work hours and provide a kind of flexibility that the company had never proposed to its worker before. The chief people of the company has said, our technology teams work quickly to create solution, buy equipment and provide access to our system remotely. This arrangement provide temporary solution for teams of employees that normally need to work together in producing a game, such as animation and developers and sound technician. For the second point, that is more forward-thinking than the standard duty of care, Norton has said the employee and the CEO specifically also wanted to rethink the company approach to employees' healthcare. The company contracted with physician in cities where workers are based to ensure that a doctor is quickly available to provide care, as well as to advocate for them if they become ill and need to visit a hospital. The company covers any testing and treatment costs associated with COVID-19 for employees and their families. The last point is contingency plan to include scenarios such as the possibility the workers with specific capabilities and skills may be absent. From the executive people has said this is very different than the normal HR hiring issues where you know what your attrition or your absentee rate might be like based on previous historical trends. In this crisis, they have forced to ask the question, should we start to hire over capacity for some thus critical capabilities to guarantee that we have the skills on hand? So, the company have this question to ask for new employee.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Azim Shekhar bin Shamsul Bahrain, and I will continue to give out some of the current environment in managing human resource. COVID-19 pandemic has enforced the concept work from home into an officially mandated, strictly enforced rule. Now, work from home concept is emerging from all sectors. Work from home concept is the new to majority of the employees, as the COVID-19 has forced almost all the employees of all sectors to work from home for the first time. The COVID-19 pandemic is affecting the organizations as well, and the changes that they are making because of the pandemic will be long-lasting. To ensure that their business continues, a work from home policy is implemented by almost every other business. This will enable everyone to do their work while maintaining social distancing. Despite the changes, this pandemic is teaching the business as well as their HR managers a lot of lessons. In the article that we choose, Mondelez has adopted permanent company-wide flexible working across its worldwide operations, including Mondelez Malaysia. This is through its flexible working pledge, which is enabling employees to work in a way that suits their overall life, while finding a balance between both professional and personal needs. The pledge fits well with the company's diverse workforce in Malaysia, notably where 35% are working mothers. This is one of the benefits of flexible working time when the flexible working people support their people by enabling the time they need for their families or themselves while ensuring that they continue to remain productive in a business. Next is video conferencing. It allows multiple people to meet and collaborate face-to-face long distance by transmitting audio, video, text, and presentations in real time through the internet. Before the coronavirus pandemic, many interview sessions are engaged in a virtual meetings, but now video conferencings are as regular as the daily commute to gain information from a new applicants. Human resource specialists are responsible for recruiting, screening, interviewing, and placing workers. They may also handle employee relations, payroll, benefits, and training. This is another new environment in human resource management to be adapted because this pandemic is long lasting and it is not safe to gather for an interview sessions due to this COVID-19 disease. And the last is maintaining staff levels to ensure that the organization has the right people in the right job at the right time. It is a huge responsibility for human resource management to handle the organization's productivity as the organization expands. Due to the current environment, the HR need to meticulous in terms of monitoring the employees with the results from their monthly goals.
Okay, next I will explain about negative can affect on the productivity. If this pandemic of COVID-19 can give a positive effect to the productivity, surely it can give a negative effect also. The first impact or effect it will give is mental health and well-being of the employee. Like nowadays, many employees work from home, so many employees have complaints that they got stress, anxiety, and others because of many work they need to be done, and the tasks they need to submit, and they got a due date to submit the task. So it will give stress or pressure to the employees to complete the task. If the employee working in office, the environment is different when you work from home. When you work at the office, you have a manager, you have friends, and another person, and they can help you or assist you to complete your task, to do your work, and you can ask for help from other employees or your office mate. Second negative effect of the COVID-19 on the productivity is it's only focus on contribution, not performance. Because when you work from home, human resources manager cannot see your performance, and it will be harder for them to observe your work or your performance when you at office, when you at home. When you at office, the manager can observe you and can see or help you for some works and others, and the manager only can see you by Zoom or meeting on Google Meet, so it will be hard to manage you. The last point of negative effect on the productivity because of the pandemic is communication. Communication is a major challenge that manager need to face during this pandemic, because when you work at office, they will be easier to communicate with others, to work together, and when you work from home, there will be harder for manager or for workmen to work with you, because you can only communicate through Zoom or Google Meet, and you cannot meet face to face with them, so it will be hard to you complete the task, and it will lead to misunderstanding among your office mate. So communication is an important thing when you work.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Taufiq Rizwan bin Ajini. So today I will be the next presenter. The next slide I want to talk is about positive effect of COVID-19 pandemic on productivity and organization. The first positive effect is a two-way communication. To ensure employees are heard and not hurt, managers must have two-way communication process with employees. The two-way communication process acts as a complete communication process. When employees are allowed to speak about their resentment, managers and peers will have a better perspective. They can work out something that works best for the employees. HR should assist managers in creating a two-way communication channel between employees and managers about the positive and negative consequences of the coronavirus pandemic. The second point is prioritize your employees. Employees must come first.
No matter what the situation, if employees are not happy, their disagreement will be seen in customer service and other work-related activities. The manager should know about what motivates employees and what changes do they want to make. Managers should always improve their employees' experience by focusing on what people want. HR should open channels of communication between managers and employees and create a safe environment for open feedback and transfer ideas either through online like Google Meet, WebEx, Skype and so on. The third point is recognize employee. Through this pandemic, some employees work double to keep up with business standard. As COVID-19 has led to disruption in work and cut down on employee engagement, managers need to magnify the recognition efforts. Effective recognition not only motivates the employees but also sends a strong message to other employees in the organization who can emulate the same behavior. Recognition may not necessarily be monetary, but can be in the form of public acknowledgement, a token of appreciation, display name in the Hall of Fame board, or a simple message like thank you. Managers should also provide development opportunities to everyone for a better capacity and long-term success of the employees. The last slide is conclusion. What can I conclude is human resources are key element in the success or failure of monitoring program to meet their objectives. Without an adequate strategy to develop the human resource available and attract high caliber staff, monitoring program will be stagnant quickly. From what I know, COVID-19 pandemic can give positive and negative effect to the organization.